Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Jerry Mebane, Executive Vice President in My Econ. All right, coming at you once again with Jerry Financial Nuggets, moving your finances forward in 2018. A quick recap. In week one, we went over minimizing expenses. In week two, it was debt elimination. Week three, it was emergency fund and insurance. And last week, it was minimizing taxes and W-4 adjustment. This week it'll be on credit. Ladies and gentlemen, credit is a humongous part of your life. It is a humongous part in each and every one of our lives and how we live. All right. If your credit score is not in line, that means that your interest rates are going to be high. That means that the amount of your payment will be broken up into principal and interest, and the bulk of it will go to interest unless your credit score is in line and at a reasonable level. All right, credit is basically from a 300 to a 850. 850 being absolutely perfect. All right, I will assure you that most lenders want people's credit at least a 640 if you are looking to buy a home. Ladies and gentlemen, 640. All right, there are two types of reporting used. It is the FICO and it's the Vantage score. The FICO and the Vantage score. Creditors may use either one or a combination of both. All right, they will typically look at both of them and then pick whichever one has you at the lowest, cause that shows them your credit worthiness. All right. And that is what they are going to base their loan on. All right, so let's jump right into this cause credit can be lengthy, and I'm gonna try and make it quick. All right, there are 5 categories that your credit score is broken down into. All right, you have your payment history, which is worth 35%. You have credit utilization, which is worth 30%, and this is the single most area that you can affect instantly, all right, and affect change to your credit score and increase it. All right, credit utilization. It sounds exactly like what it is. Whatever your allowable credit is, you should keep it at 30% or less, preferably 10%. But we understand that 10% is pretty low. Most people aren't disciplined enough to keep it at 10%. So 30% or less. That's on an individual loan and combined. Everyone total, add them all together, you should be at 30% of the maximum allowable. Okay, that was credit utilization. Next is length of credit. Length of credit history, that accounts for 15%, ladies and gentlemen. 15%, making on-time payments. All right, making on-time payments. If you make late payments, it affects it negatively. All right, next is new credit. All right, new credit counts for 10%. That is when you're applying for new loans, whether it's unsecured or secured or department store cars. Okay, you have hard and soft inquiries. Soft inquiries are those that are not directly associated to a loan, such as you are going in for a job and they run a credit check on you. Those are soft inquiries. All right, that counts for 10%. And the last 10% is credit mixture. Credit mixture counts for 10%. All right, you should have a mix of types of credit, whether it is reoccurring or installment credit. All right, you should have a good balance of those mixtures. It shows people that you can handle different types of accounts. Now, this is going to sound funny, but not having credit can also negatively affect you. All right, cause creditors, they have nothing to base how you deal with loans and how you deal with making payments if you don't have any. A lot of personnel try and zero out your cards, which is a great principle. It is a great tool. But what you are doing is you are closing off your credit history. All right. So some people leave just over 0%. Okay. So it keeps a credit history building. And lastly, ladies and gentlemen, this is huge. Do not close your credit accounts out after you have zeroed them out. And don't let the creditors close them out. What do I mean? If you don't use your credit card, eventually the creditors are going to close the account because you are costing them money each and every month. So roughly every 2 months or so, go and use your credit card. Use it on something small. Go out to dinner and then pay it off when it's time for the bill. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Credit 101. This is the simplest form I can break it down without going totally into depth. As always, if you have questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know. Please message me and I'll get back with you. As always, like and share this information. All right, so that everyone is getting the same information and learning and moving their finances forward in 2018. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the basic principles, just small, quick nuggets. I know this one is long because credit takes a while, and I could rightfully break it up into 3 different series. But everyone, have a good evening. God bless, and I'll talk to you soon.